In this lecture, we are going to cover the techniques of scientific management given by Taylor. And the first technique is functional foremanship. In order to understand this concept for the lifetime, you need to visualize that on one side there are managers and on the other side there are workers. Managers get things done from others and workers are the actual doers. We need our workers to give their best performance, right? Best performance needs best supervision or best foremanship. Here comes the role of a foreman or supervisor. Supervisor acts as a link between the manager and workers. Managers give direction to supervisors and supervisors give those directions to the workers. So ultimately, supervisor or foreman is the person who is in direct contact with the workers. He directly communicates with the workers and workers communicate with him directly. And therefore, a foreman or supervisor is known as the lowest ranking manager and highest ranking worker. If we want our workers to give their best performance, they need best supervision. Best supervision needs best supervisor. Best supervisor needs some qualities. Unfortunately, a single person cannot possess all the required qualities, and therefore, Taylor used the concept of division of work. A single person cannot possess all the qualities of a good supervisor or foreman. Therefore, we need to divide the functions or work of a supervisor among 8 specialists. Why 8? The reason is basically the work of a supervisor or foreman can be divided into two categories, namely planning function and production function. Planning function needs 4 specialists and production function needs 4 specialists. In order to implement this, Taylor suggested that under the factory manager there should be 2 in charge. First, the planning in charge, and second one, the production in charge. Under the planning in charge there will be 4 specialist supervisors, and under the production in charge there will be 4 other specialists. Therefore, a total of 8 specialists will guide, supervise, motivate workers to perform their best. The following part will help you with the writing practice.
Best note SID 1. Functional foremanship. In the factory system, the foreman represents the managerial figure with whom the workers are in face-to-face contact on a daily basis. Foreman is the lowest-ranking manager and the highest-ranking worker. He is the pivot around whom revolves the entire production planning, implementation and control. Thus, Taylor concentrated on improving the performance of this role in the factory setup. In fact, he identified a list of qualities of a good foreman supervisor: intelligence, education, tact, grit, judgment, special knowledge, manual dexterity, and energy, honesty and good health. And since all these qualities could not be found in a single person, so Taylor proposed 8 specialists. This prompted him to suggest functional foremanship through 8 persons. Each specialist is to be assigned work according to his qualities. For example, those with technical mastery, intelligence and grit may be given planning work. Those with energy and good health may be assigned execution work. Taylor advocated separation of planning and execution functions. This concept was extended to the lowest level of the shop floor. It was known as functional foremanship. Under the factory manager there was a planning in charge and a production in charge. Factory manager, planning in charge, instruction card clerk, route clerk, time and cost clerk, disciplinarian, production in charge, speed boss, gang boss, repair boss, inspector. Under planning in charge, 4 personnel, namely, instruction card clerk, draft instructions for the workers, route clerk, specify the route of production, time and cost clerk, prepare time and cost sheet, disciplinarian, ensure discipline. Under production in charge, personnel who would work were speed boss, timely and accurate completion of job, gang boss, keeping machines and tools etc. ready for operation by workers, repair boss, ensure proper working condition of machines and tools, inspector, check the quality of work. Functional foremanship is an extension of the principle of division of work and specialization to the shop floor. Each worker will have to take orders from these 8 foremen in the related process or function of production.